class we are going to discuss about the terms which are related in circular motion. So first let us consider a body which is moving in a circular path. Initially the body is at a point A, and after some time the body is at point B. So this is the radius of the circle. While when it is at point A and when it is at point B, there is change in the position of the particle. When it is at A, after some time it is at B, no? So there is a change in the position of the particle. While the position of the particle changes, it is making some angle theta. So the position changed. Here we will consider the position as angular position. So if a particle is going in a straight line, if it is moving in a straight line, then the position changed by the particle is a linear position. But here it is making some angle, it is making some curve. So the position changed is angular position. So it is making some angular position. So while moving from point A to point B, it is making an angle theta. So angular position. And next, coming to that, angular displacement. So first we have seen that angular position. Angular position is also a term. Angular position, and now angular displacement. So for this angular displacement, what should happen? There should be change in the angular position. If the angular position of the particle changes, then there will be angular displacement. So we can write it as change in angular position. Change in angular position of a particle is called as angular displacement. So while changing the angular position, it is making angle theta. While traveling from point A to point B, it is making some angle theta. And next, angular velocity. Angular velocity. So change in angular displacement of a particle. Change in angular displacement of a particle is called as angular velocity. And here, change in angular displacement of a particle is called as angular velocity. And here angular velocity is indicated with a letter omega. So omega is equal to, so what is happening here? Angular velocity is, angular displacement is changing. So a small angle is changed here, so d theta, and from traveling from point A to point B, it is taking some time t. If you consider that is time is small, so d theta by dt, or simply we can write it as a theta by t. That means change in angular displacement per unit time. Change in angular displacement per unit time is called as angular velocity. And now if you consider angular acceleration. For this angular acceleration is indicated with the letter alpha, or sometimes we may use A also. So change in angular velocity of a particle change in angular velocity of a particle gives angular acceleration. Angular acceleration alpha is equal to d omega by dt, where d omega is the change in angular velocity by time. So d omega by dt gives the change in angular velocity of the particle. So that is angular acceleration. So angular acceleration is alpha, angular velocity is omega, and angular displacement theta. So these are the terms, and already we have discussed this angular position. Now let us see the relation among linear and angular variables. So these are some variables, displacement, velocity and acceleration. So if a particle is moving in a straight line, we may call that as a particle is making some displacement, and particle is making some velocity, and particle is making some acceleration. So let us see the relation among the two quantities. Relation among linear and angular quantities. Relation among linear and angular quantities. See, first, if I consider a particle is making very, see here a particle is moving from A to B, here the direction of particle is changing. But if I consider the distance, very small distance, I have considered very small distance. Now the particle is moving straight, and even though it is making some angle theta, and here it is making some displacement, that is linear displacement, and it is making some displacement x, and this is the radius of the circle r. So here the relation is theta is equal to angle made by the particle, theta is equal to x by r, or x can be written as x equal to r theta. That means here x is the linear displacement and angle is the, theta is the angular displacement. So linear displacement is equal to angular displacement into radius. So this is the relation for displacement. Now let us see this angular velocity. See, angular velocity omega is equal to d theta upon dt, and here I can write theta as x dx by dt into r, x by r. So this dx by dt is nothing but change in displacement per unit time, velocity, v by r. That means omega is equal to v by r, or v equal to r omega. That means linear velocity v equal to angular velocity omega into radius. So this is a relation among linear and angular velocity. Linear velocity, angular velocity, and here this is the linear displacement, this is the angular displacement. Now let us see another relation, acceleration. Linear acceleration and angular acceleration. We know we have that alpha is equal to d omega upon dt, d omega upon dt. So here omega can be written as v by r. So dv by dt into r. So omega can be written as v by r. So I wrote like this. So dv by dt, change in velocity per time, is acceleration. That means alpha is equal to a by r and a equal to r alpha. So this is the relation among linear acceleration. A is the linear acceleration and alpha is the angular acceleration. So among these the relation is a equal to r alpha. So this is the relation between linear and angular displacement. This is the relation between linear and angular velocity, and this is the relation between linear and angular acceleration. Okay, now we know that displacement is a vector quantity, velocity is a vector quantity, acceleration is also vector quantity. But what is angular displacement, angular velocity and angular acceleration? They are also vector quantities. But if you consider here, the particle is having this direction. When the particle is here, it will have this direction. When the particle is here, it will be this direction. When it is here, it will be in this direction. There is no specified direction. So can we say that it is vector? Yes, it is vector. It is axial vector. It is having a specified axis. So it is having an axis and it's a vector. So it's an axial vector. And here, so what is the direction? The direction can be determined by the right hand rule. So if you take your right hand, you place like this. I am making my fingers curled. So this is called as right hand curl rule. And the particle moving, the fingers represents the direction of a particle in a circle, and this thumb represents the direction of velocity. That means that may be the direction of angular displacement, the direction of angular velocity, the direction of angular acceleration. See, only right hand we will use here. The two conditions I am considering here. When a particle is moving in a clockwise direction and when a particle is moving in anti-clockwise direction. So what I have to do is, I have to take my right hand and I will place like this. So like this it is, and thumb is into the board. That means the direction of angular displacement is into the board. Into means it is represented with a cross, and here anti-clockwise direction. So my fingers I am placing like this, and thumb is out of the board, outward, coming outward means dot. Into means cross, outward means dot. Why will place like this? So if you consider an arrow, so it will be looking like this. Arrow pointed, this is point, and here it seems to be like some X. So backward is X and it is coming towards means dot. So like this we can consider the directions, and the directions also have some sign, positive sign and negative sign. When we will consider positive, when we will consider negative, if the direction is anti-clockwise direction, then we will consider positive sign, and if the direction is clockwise, then it will consider a negative sign. So this is about some terms which are related to in circular motion, angular position. Definitely the particle will move from one place to another place. That means it is having some position at B and position at B. So changing position in angle, so angular position, and here angular displacement, change in angular position of a particle is called angular displacement. Angular velocity, change in angular displacement of a particle is called as angular velocity, and angular acceleration, change in angular velocity of a particle is called as angular acceleration. And here we have seen the relations among linear and angular variables, like this is the relation between linear and angular displacement, this is the relation between linear and angular velocity, and this is the relation between linear and angular acceleration. Thank you.